Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So tonight I'm going to do an open cup pour. So I'm going to use my pre-mixed paints, which are all marte 70% floetrol, 30% paint. I've got brilliant red, medium yellow, light purple, phthalo blue, magenta, turquoise, viridian, and I'm going to use black as a base, and I'm going to put a little bit of black in there as well. So it's just a matter of getting stuck into it. So see how this turns out. I'm just going to pop the lids on all my bottles. So I've had a busy day at work and I wasn't too sure what to paint, so I thought pre-mixed paints, it's easy, I don't have to do anything, I won't have bubbles, so I can just get stuck into attempting something and see how it all turns out. So I'm just going to tilt this to spread it out a bit. So this is mostly just like a bit of a base coat to help the paint flow a little bit better. I'm not going to cover the whole canvas with it, but I may put more down as I go. The bottles are getting a little bit low and I'm going to have to top them up again soon, so usually this is just a matter of having something on the canvas so the paint rolls a little bit better. So when you've got a base coat like a black, what it will do is it will glide over the top. When you don't have a base coat, the edges roll over themselves and you lose that whatever pattern you've got on the edge. As it rolls over, it goes underneath and you lose it. When you got this, it kind of slides across the top and you don't lose it as much. But there's all different ways of doing things and going about it. What have I got in there? Piece of dust. So with these open cup pours, there's no right or wrong way really. You get really different effects depending on what you do. I've done some in the past and they've turned out fantastic. I've done others and I wasn't so pleased with them. I don't like them when they go too muddy. But I haven't quite worked out why some go muddy and some don't when I use the same paints. So just have to take it as it goes, really. And just remember, the way that you layer your colours will make a difference too. And that's why this is just a matter of pouring colours in. If you're worried about two colours being next to each other, either don't put them next to each other or put a bit of black in between. I'm going to put a small amount, just a little bit. I like to put some black in there, kind of breaks up the flow of the colours a little bit more. And remember, some of these are opaques and some are transparent, so they will interact with each other in different ways. And now you can see my cup's starting to move a little bit. So I always try to keep it relatively centralized unless I want to have a moving. Some of them, it's actually pleasant when it moves a little bit. And I'm going to get paint on me. So soon there is paint coming out from underneath this cup into that black area. It's just underneath the black, so you can't see it very well yet, but it is there. I can see a little bit coming through. Put some viridian. So I hope this turns out relatively attractive. I don't actually have a set plan for what I want it to look like. I'm just having a bit of fun. Swapping up the colours a little bit. So I did some of these in the past and they came out really galaxy-like. And then I've done them again other times and I didn't get a galaxy at all. So there is colour under there. Put some turquoise next to the pink, magenta. So you will get really different effects with this every time you do one. And you'll also get different effects if you do the paint from a height. Like if you do it up here and it drops down into it, you will get a different effect to when you put it close to it. Try to keep the cup relatively in the middle. So not much is showing up yet. So I'll just put a bit of black there. Where are we? Let's see if I can get some colour show up. So I've got some. I might do some from a height. So I want to tilt this a little bit, but I don't want the cup to move much. Not getting much colour show through. I'm going to take the cup height now and I'm going to tilt and see if I can get this colour to come through a bit. And this is what I mean by sometimes it works really good and sometimes it doesn't. And to me it looks like the black's overly smothering the colours, so I may have to redo this again. But I used to always use black, so I'm not too sure why it's behaving differently. So I'm going to cover the corners and see if I can open up those colours a little bit. That's a little bit better. I want to get that circle down lower. There we go. So that might have been the problem. The black might have just been hiding everything too much. And now that I'm stretching it out, sorry, I'll turn it around for you guys. Yeah, this is turning out a bit more better. Still quite dark. Sorry, I've got to hold the camera quite a bit on this angle because the paint's slowing right down. There's not a lot of colour in this bottom corner, so I'm trying to stretch this top part down. And get some colour down there. So now that the colour's there, I'm going to turn it around. Whoops, what am I doing? Dripping paint everywhere. And tilt it back a bit to see if I can open up those colours that are underneath. Not a lot of colour underneath in this corner, I don't think. So I may not stretch it too much because it's not going to show up. No. Well, this was not my desired effects, actually. It's not ugly, but not what I was actually planning for. Sorry if my head's in the way. I'm going to take my gloves off and I'm going to give it a torch and see if that pushes that black out the way and brings more colour through. I am liking it. It is quite space-like, but I was expecting a little bit different results. So torching just popped a few bubbles, but it didn't really do much else. Probably gave me a few specks through here and a couple in here. I'm not really too sure if I can change much about this. I don't know how it looks on the camera. It's not as dark as the camera might show it to be. No, the camera's picking it up okay. I don't think I can do too much more to make it any different. If I tilt it that way, I'm going to lose this corner. If I tilt it this way, I'm going to lose that corner. And really the only main black area I've got now is this strip through here and a little bit around through this purple and blue ring. I don't think I will adjust it. So it is looking... It's looking a little bit like a galaxy. I really wasn't too sure what to expect. Oh, sorry, I'm just grabbing a picture down. So this is one I've done in the past, which has been an open cup. And as you can see, there's black there, but a lot of the colours pushed through it, gave me some rings. I like it this way because it looks a little bit like a meteorite kind of crashing. I don't know how well you can see that, but I've done others and I've had completely different results again. With the open cup, it does kind of depend on quite a few things. I reckon if I had done this from the beginning, I might have held those, you know how I held the bottle up high and it pushed down into it? I think I might have done that from the beginning if I were to do it again, which I might try next time, because I want to show you guys not just different styles, but different techniques within each style. So this is an open cup pour, but you can get different results depending on how you do it. This time I used the circle plastic cup, which meant I didn't have to lift it. The paint was just pushing the light plastic cup out of the way. and I found that quite interesting. It does give you a different results. Usually you get a little bit more speckles through it. This time I didn't get a lot of speckles. But I think that could be because I was putting it in lower and not as high. So maybe we'll try that for another time soon, where I put a lid on so I'm not actually pouring any paint out. Where instead of doing it close down, I'll do them right up high and let the paint like smash into it. It will be a little bit more muddier, but at the same time, the pressure of the paint hitting into it kind of pushes the paint up and underneath the cup more. But I'm actually going to leave this because I actually don't mind the galaxy look of it. I watch enough science fiction shows to like galaxy paintings. And it's funny, you try and do a galaxy one and I don't always get one. If I don't try and do one, I get a galaxy one. But it looks like that's going to be it. So it's a bit of a short video. Oh, I feel bad. I don't like to do ones that are too long all the time, but I was expecting a little bit more of an attempt with it. But hey, you never know. I may have enough time to do a different type of painting. Put up an extra video. But I am going to move the bottles just out the way for a second. And I will get the camera and bring you down for a closer look. So there we go. So I think that looks a little bit better now that you can actually see it from this angle. You always get better lighting when I hold the camera at this angle. So as you can see, we've got kind of nebula looking areas down here. We've got like a big circle with colours in it. And then you go up to this corner. Let me zoom in. So it's quite interesting. It just depends if this is your style or not. Some people will go, nah, that's not my style at all. I don't like it. This will kind of suit my area. But as you can see in here, look, you've got really bright specks inside the colours. So you got like the... Stay in focus, camera. It doesn't like the shininess of floetrol, so it keeps reflecting. But see the little dots that we're getting all through here? So like green dots in the green line, yellow dots in a yellow line, red. Focus? No, it is not going to focus properly. You're going to focus down here. It's a little bit better. It's the shininess of the floetrol it doesn't seem to like. But there you can see we've got pink, and so even these colours aren't coming out as much. This looks a little bit pale. In there, it's not actually that pale. Even down through here, this is actually a little bit more warmer in its colour. So, ultimately, there's my galaxy. I'm going to call it a galaxy because that's what it looks like to me. So that's going to be it for tonight. I'll do another video really soon. And hopefully we'll try another different technique. And this is the thing. I'm going to do different techniques and you guys pick which ones you like and which ones you want to replicate. You might look at this and go, I'm not even going to bother trying doing that. But yeah, enjoy. So, yep. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like, share, leave comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any advice or any tips. Anything, I am happy to listen to. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great night. Bye.